Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tip number 2 today. Like I promised you, every Tuesday and every Thursday for this whole of this year, I would like to actually share tips with you. Every Tuesday is on Law of Attraction, Ho'oponopono. Every Thursday is on financial mindset. And obviously, today is Thursday, so I'm going to talk about financial mindset. The second tip that I want to give you for this year. Very important. Last week when we started, I talked about wealth ratio, and I told you for the year 2022, one of the most important things you must do is to make sure you do not look at wealth as a big car or big house or just lots of money, but you need to look at wealthy as a wealth ratio being more than one. A lot of people tend to think wealth is about car, house, and about a lot of things in life, but they don't realize actually having a big car, having a big house, and those kind of things alone doesn't really make you financially successful. What is important is to have a wealth ratio of more than one. I told you last week, wealth ratio more than one is actually your passive income must be more than your expenses. And I did also say that you need to understand about passive income and learn about passive income. I have a video that I posted in my YouTube channel. So if you Google Karthikesu Sivalingam and if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, every time I put in a video, you'll get an alert saying that I put in a video. So please go and subscribe to my channel so you get it. And there is a video which is about 30 minutes where I talk about the different ways to make passive income, whether it's through business, whether it's through property, whether it's through investment into different fund management. So go and even franchise. I talk about franchise. You talk about YouTube. I talk about TikTok. So go and watch that video, which is on YouTube channel, to find out about passive income. Now, one of the things people ask, which brings me to tip number 2 today. One of the things people ask me, and they say, Mr. Kati, I want to make passive income, but how do I make passive income when I always don't even have enough money on a monthly basis? Which is something even I thought about many years ago. I was working in Bank Negara, and then I was working as a training consultant. Money comes, money goes, money comes, money goes. And after all, you get very tired. You're wondering when would you have extra to buy property, or when would you be extra to invest, when would I extra to put in unit trust or and all those things, you say. Even now, I teach about currency management or commodities management. A lot of people tell me, but I don't have the money. Well, today I'm going to talk to you something called the 5 jar concept. The 5 jar concept. So that is the tip for today. The 5 jar concept is very simple. Every time you make money, every time money comes to you, every time your salary comes, your business income comes, your bonuses come, any money, you win lottery or you win 4D or whatever you do, money comes. When the money comes, you basically must put this money in 5 different jars, tubs or jars, we call it. But that is just how we say, like, I'm not physically asking to put into different jars. You can have 5 different bank accounts, or you can write down records about 5 different way of allocating money, no problem. But 5 jars basically means any income that you get, you must divide into 5 areas. That's what it means. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what are these 5 jars. So every time you make when your salary comes to you, your net salary that comes to you, or every time your business income comes to you, every time you have some money to take back home. You could be a Grab driver, you could be a business person, but if you're taking back home a certain amount of money, there is a way to actually make sure you have enough for everything you want in life, including holidays. Because what is the use of you working so hard, and at the age of 60, 70, you get sick and you die, and you say, I never enjoyed my life. Cannot be like that. God will never allow you to do that. Okay, so you need to plan your life. You need to actually plan it. That's why you do the 5 jars. Okay, so let me explain the 5 jars. So whenever you get money, you must divide into 5 areas. First is your necessity expenses. Your necessary expenses, or necessities, we call it. Necessities will be everything that you have to spend. For example, for your food, for your rent, or for your house, for your car, for your family, your living, your petrol, your toll. Necessity. In order for you to have life, for your children's tuition, children's education, this is necessity. So every time your salary comes, of course, one side of the income will go for your monthly necessities. Done. Medical, supplements. So that's done. That's first jar. Second jar is actually for you to put some money for savings. Okay. Now you cannot say, oh, Mr. Kati, I don't have enough. Well, that's what I'm talking to you today about the 5 jars. You have to find money to put. Do you know how many times when your parents, when you talk to your parents, they say, oh, last time the land was very cheap. Last time, the property was very cheap. We should have bought last time. Well, many of you won't buy now. Why? Because you will say, oh, I don't have money to buy. 10 years from 2020, you will say, ayo, last time I should have. See, you never, never, ever buy because you never, ever, ever have savings. So, first jar, necessity. Second jar, savings. How much to put? I'll explain later. Savings. Third jar is for investment. Put some money for investment. Investment could be, investment into unit trust, could be mutual fund, could be investment in commodities or currencies. Like I said, if you want to know more about commodities or currencies, text me, WhatsApp me. I'll tell you how to invest into commodities or currencies. Okay, and just investment into investment properties. So that is the second one. Third jar, properties. Fourth jar is we call it play. Play means for fun. Okay, we can also play and also self-investment. Basically play means you put aside some money every time, and for you to go for a holiday with your family. Take them to Genting, take them to Cameron Highland, take them to Bangkok for a holiday, take them to a hotel and say, experience life. Don't always say no money, no money, no money. Put aside some money. Okay, you must go. Don't, just because you didn't go for holiday doesn't mean your children. I've never been to any overseas country. My parents had rubber tappers, couldn't take me, but my kids have been to many, many countries. I've been to many, many countries because I made sure that I follow the 5 jars. The fifth jar is actually charity. Put aside some money for charity. Okay, I think some of you follow my Pantang Lima Ringgit program. That 5 ringgit that you're putting aside is like for charity, but you can also put aside some money from your salary for charity. Like say recently, because of the flood situation, maybe you could have taken some money and given some people. You could take it and give it to any charity you like, any charity, it doesn't matter. But many of you don't give out money because you say you don't have money. Now, when you say don't have, money will never come to you. So I'm going to go back and repeat. 5 jars. Okay. So starting from today, every time your salary comes, try your best to divide into 5 jars. Okay, 5 areas. First, necessity. Number 2 is savings, emergency. You need it for whatever emergency you need. So just save it. You never know when you need it. Medical expenses or funeral expenses or something, it will come, you need it. Third one is actually for investment. Put aside some money for investment so that when a property comes for sale, you can buy. When you can buy mutual fund, you can invest into commodities or currencies. You can invest into gold, or you can buy gold. You can buy silver. You can do things, jewelry, like some of you like to do. But you must put aside money for you to buy jewelry. Correct? Okay. Fourth one is for play. Okay, play. That money can also use for self-investment. Like for example, you want to go for training. Like I'm having a training program next month on the 27th of February, 1-day seminar in Capital Hotel. Okay, so you want to come for my seminar on law of attraction, or 1 whole day seminar I'm having from morning till evening. You want to attend my seminar, you must invest, you must come so that you learn and you become a better person. But you don't always say no money, I'm Kati, no money, I'm Kati, because then you'll never know. I mean, don't have to come for my seminar. You can go for there are so many speakers. You have Asan Jila, Sadhguru, you've got Kader Ibrahim, so many people who do seminars. Go for seminar. Robin Sharma, Joe Vitale, go. But you'll never go because you don't have money. Or even if you want to go and learn about currencies or commodities, or you want to learn about forex, or you want to learn about property, you need money. So that is something you can do. Buy books and read. So it's for play and self-investment. The last one is for charity. So these are the 5 jars. Now, how much do you put in? Now, normally, I will recommend 60% for necessity, and 10% for charity, 10% for savings, 10% for investment, and 10% for what do you call it? What is the other one? Charity, self-investment, saving, play. Okay. So, for example, if your salary is 5,000 a month, okay, 5,000 a month. So, what you should rightfully do, 3,000 ringgit you spend for whatever expenses you have, necessity, but 500 you must put for savings, 500 you must put for charity, 5% you must put for investment, and 5% you must put for play. Now, if you say, oh, Mr. Kati, I cannot survive with 3,000 ringgit, even though my salary is 5,000, okay, fine. Then from the 5,000 ringgit salary, 80% put for necessity, 80%, okay? So you take out 4,000 and spend for your whatever thing, your take-home pay, and then 5% put for savings. 5% is about 250 ringgit. 5% put for investment, 250 ringgit. If you want to invest in mutual fund, you only need to put 100 every month. This is 250 ringgit, right? You want to buy gold. If you save every month 100 ringgit, you can have 1,000 ringgit in 10 months to buy gold, isn't it? Or you can buy gold in instrument, whatever. That's 250 investment. Then put another 5% for your play, you put 250, and if you put, say, for 10 months, you got 2,500 ringgit. 2,500 ringgit every month you put in. 2,500 ringgit, my God, you can take it and do so many things. Correct or not? You can take your whole family to go for a holiday somewhere, go to Singapore for a holiday, go and spend time in Penang, or even go to Bangkok and come, because the tickets are only about 300-400 ringgit to and fro to Bangkok, you see. But if you don't put aside the money, you will never go to holiday. You never go to Bali, never go to India, never go to Bangkok, never go, because you don't put aside. And another 250 put for charity. 10 months from today, you'll have about 2,500. There's so many things you can do. You can do, might give money for orphanages. What you need to understand is this: by doing that, when you do charity, more money will come back to you. So though you're putting 5% for charity, but because you're doing charity, more money. I think most of you are, especially Indians, the Valkil Saranda Danam is Annadanam, which means the best donation you can give is giving food for people. Valkil Saranda Danam Annadanam. If you want to give food, then you need to have money. So every month when you get 250 ringgit for charity you put aside, you can go and buy hampers for people, can donate food for people. There's so many things you can do. If you put aside 10% every month, 250 ringgit for play, 2 months you get 500 ringgit, then yeah, just go and stay in a hotel for 2 days, take them to Genting Islands, taking them to, take your family to Sunway Lagoon, let them enjoy themselves, eat whatever food they want, 250 ringgit for 2 months, you have 500, you can already invest something. You can even buy a gold piece. 4 months, you already have 1,000 you can buy. So, but you must remember the intention must be there. So it's either 60, 10, 10, 10, or 80%, 5, 5, 5. Now, if you say, no, Mr. Kati, I just cannot even survive, with 3,000-4,000 ringgit salary, even though I've got 5,000 ringgit, then I would suggest very simple. Whatever you need to spend for your necessity, spend. Okay, but let at least put 100 ringgit for saving, 100 ringgit for investment, 100 ringgit for save it. Save it. I'm not asking you to spend it yet. Save it for a few months, then spend it. 100 ringgit for savings, 100 ringgit for investment, 100 ringgit for play. Play means go out and eat. Play means go and enjoy with the family. Play means also for investment, self-investment for yourself. Yeah, developing yourself, and 100 ringgit for charity. But once the attitude is there, you are going to have an amazing life. I'm telling you, because you have already started saving money. Money will be with you, and therefore, on the long term, you're going to have an amazing life. So I hope that tip is good for you, and I hope you'll start practicing. Also, I want to tell you something. Have the same principle not only for your salary. If, let's say, your company suddenly gives you 2 months bonus, take the same thing. Take the 2 months bonus and divide it into 5 jars. Okay. Let's say suddenly somebody give you ang pao. Take the money, divide into 5 jars. Anytime your money comes in, you take and divide into 5 jars, and you will find. So since your salary is using for normal expenses, suddenly you get a bonus. And if I said you must put 60% for that, I said, what do you necessity? Maybe that's when you renovate your house. You understand? Or maybe repaint your house. Okay, maybe do things that will allow, because that's part of your necessity, see, or change your car if you have to. Okay, so that is an attitude you must have, because with that kind of attitude, I will tell you something, by end of 2022, end of this year, you would have money for savings, for emergency, you would have money for investment, you would have bought gold, you would have invested in mutual fund, you would have invested in currencies, you would have invested in gold, everything you would have done, you would have had money for play, you can go for holiday, you would have had a great time, your family will be happy, you'll be happy. You would have had money for charity, and you feel good that you've done a lot for charity because you've done it. So this is the beginning of the year. If you start now, I'm sure you're going to have an amazing, amazing, amazing 2022. So with that, thank you very much. I'll see you next Tuesday for another tip on law of attraction and Ho'oponopono. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.